So the way the 9Y40 project worked was that every day I would show up at the garage where I was renting my taxi around 4:45 for my shift. I was driving the night shift, which is 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. This video isn't being shot at my garage because no one at my garage knew that I was doing this. When I got in my taxi, I would take out my audio gear, a contact microphone, and a recorder, which I hooked up to the microphone.
Check, 1, 2, check.
I also had a GPS watch that I would activate to make traces of my route. Then I would just work like any other taxi driver, except that whenever I had passengers, I would turn on my recording device to record their conversations. I didn't record conversations of them talking to me, only conversations between passengers or that passengers might be having on the phone. I thought that this was legal because of the fact that New York's wiretapping laws require only single-party consent. I was actually a pretty bad taxi driver. My knowledge of New York geography was terrible.
Brooklyn, Bedford, and Park Place.
You couldn't really describe the test I took to become a taxi driver as rigorous, and you are not allowed by law in New York to use a GPS device in a yellow cab. So I learned to preemptively warn passengers that if they were going outside of the numbered streets and avenues, they were going to have to tell me how to get there. I drove 7 days a week for a month in total, recording dozens of hours of overheard conversations. Out of this material, I then assembled an audio collage, which is now presented to passengers who ride in my yellow cab.
He's telling them what's going on. He says, okay, we got to do this and this and this, and this bullshit got to stop. This bullshit got to stop. So the interpreter takes over. You know, the interpreter goes, bullshit.
It's the same in every language.
And everybody's going like.
Well, I found myself explaining to him this morning, like last night, I was like, hey, Matthew, like a good way to look at a relationship is like we're playing tennis and you and I are on the same team and we're against another team.
So finally, the way it ended was I kept saying, because she kept yelling at me to leave. And I said to her, I was like, listen, Mom, like, I'm not gonna, I mean, I'll leave if you really want me to, but I didn't expect this to go this way.
And Crisco isn't even real fat, it's just like
Mine has seats in there.
Well, right. I mean, that's the question. So what I wouldn't.
You would like you as you.
I wouldn't.
If you were
I wouldn't.
girl,
Right. I wouldn't date me. You know, I am extremely dateable and extremely interesting, but I wouldn't actually date myself.
And I'm asking, I'm like, where are you? She's like, yo, Andy's yelling at me. Yo, take the phone. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not even yelling at me. I'm asking where you are. And then I start yelling at her. I'm like, what the fuck, bitch?